you're going to be speaking to Arrow. I'm sorry, what was the name? Arrow. Arrow, I love that. All right, so we're putting Arrow's audio through. Arrow, can you hear us?
Oh, I'm hearing it. I'm hearing it. How are
Hi,
you?
Arrow.
How are you guys doing today?
Good. How are you?
Absolutely fantastic, and it's so incredible to talk to you guys because here we go with season number 2. I mean, you know what it's like. You get through season number 1, and it's like, okay, are we going to come back? Are we going to come back? Well, you're here. Ta-da-ta-da!
We are here. Honestly, when you put it that way, it's just such a great reminder. And we're just so grateful to be a part of this family.
It is a family.
It really is a blessing to say that we've got 2 seasons of a TV show out on the air for like people to see, for like fans to enjoy. So we're very, very fortunate, very, very fortunate.
Don't you think, though, that with a show like this, that you guys, the whole entire ensemble is going to inspire new levels of writing as well as acting, because you guys are a new generation of performance?
Oh, I love that. I love that. Thank you. That's such a good question. And I hope to be able to like influence generations to come with like the story that we're putting out there. And I think each and every single person on this cast and everyone working on it. But I think the cast is so unique and they have something so special about what they bring to each and every one of these characters. And, you know, props to Karen McManus for creating such a beautiful story and these characters as well. But I think that's what we try and do with our work. We try and inspire the masses and the new generations to come. And you know, it's just a gem to be able to work with everybody. And Marianly, fantastic. It's just a breeze to be able to, you know, create this dynamic between Bronwyn and Nate, which hopefully can influence people and people can kind of confide in and relate to that sort of relationship.
Yeah, and I would just add to that, it's such a thoughtful question and comment, appreciated, because I think, you know, Gil Salisbury, who was our casting director, and Jennifer Morrison, who directed our pilot, were very intentional about what cast they wanted, and they really just put together a group of people that, like Cooper said, are very, very unique. And really, it's a very international cast, and I think that, you know, that's why the characters are so relatable in a sense, because you're kind of just having people from all over the world play and embody these characters. And so bringing that specificity to every character is not only game-changing, but like highly inspiring. I feel like I lacked, certainly when I was growing up, I lacked seeing that on TV. So yes. I'm just like extremely proud and happy to be a part of this journey.
That is so interesting that you bring that up, because I wanted to talk about how when I was a kid, I had the Hardy Boys and I had Nancy Drew, and a show like One of Us is Lying, it really does, it's going to get inside people's hearts and it's going to play with it just like those episodes did. Yeah,
I couldn't agree more. And I mean, it's just the formula is there. Who doesn't love a murder mystery?
Right.
Also, and I think our writers do an incredible job at like really keeping you on your toes. I think it's a little tricky for us to see that because we get the script and we kind of have all the answers right away about who did what and who's the big bad and what happens. But like my favorite thing, and I just talked about this, is when my family members come to me very intensely about figuring out what happened and with their theories. And I think that's just like the biggest compliment that we could get, that people are really invested in the show and like trying to figure out what's happening.
Hey, Cooper, now is it when you deal with mystery and stuff like that, do you find yourself going, I don't need an Easter egg. Don't tell me. I'll find out as we continue to film and stuff like that. Just don't tell me because I want a natural reaction.
Yeah, that's a great question. I think I tend to lean into that side of things. I think like we would get the scripts, somewhat like a couple of weeks before shooting that particular episode. And I like to keep it fresh and organic. And I think there's something new and exciting and surprising about that. And obviously like with season 2, it wasn't based off the book. So everything's like pretty original and fresh. And even some scenes would change on the day when we would rock up to set. So we had to really be able to like navigate well and just be able to like switch directions like really quickly. And, I'll say it again, like the cast are fucking excuse my language, but I'm kind of passionate right now. I think the cast is wonderful at being able to like switch directions so quickly, and everybody that we worked with was great at doing that. But yeah, I definitely like to keep it organic and fresh and surprising, and kind of have the script at the very, very last minute, and not have it so early on.
Well, congratulations on One of Us is Lying on Peacock. I expect to talk to you guys a million more times because you're going to be around for a very long time.
Thank you so much, Eric. Pleasure talking to you.
You guys be brilliant today, okay?
Thank you.